Agema nihina imarama ihunanya ina obioma gị ojuru anya dadio inwe gị mgbanwe ọ dịghị onye dịka gị ebu Alfa na Omega dadi anyị niile na-asị na edemao ise. Once again, good people of Biafra around the world, I say good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some of you, good night, depending on your time zone. As always, this is Radio Biafra Extra. We are streaming live through Biafra Human Rights and Freedom Radio, a platform that is simply dedicated to protecting the overall interest of our people. Of course, it is minded by Diokpa Uchuka from Efo, the man who simply assured us that he will not allow the heart of this project to see corruption. And of course, we have been going through this process for quite a long time now. But situations are getting worse. It is rather referred to as the dim past and the future mingles, the nebulous hope and aspiration, and of course, we are still here. I am George Onyibe. Of course, I come from Agbo, Delta State, Biafra land. And then, without wasting much of our time, we go to our discussion this morning, which I simply titled, 7 Most Important Issues Biafrans Must Not Allow Any Process to Overrule. 7 most important issues. It's more than 7, but let's look at just 7. Very important issue. We cannot allow any process to overrule them. Why am I saying this? A lot of activity is currently ongoing, and the mindset behind such activities is to deceive you. The mindset behind such activities is to confuse you. And at the end of the whole process, you will not even know what you are supposed to do and what you are not supposed to do. We had a program on the parliament, de facto customary government of Biafra yesterday, and one of our brother, Mbadike, over there from Los Angeles, I think, he made a comment, and that is the perfect truth. It said, the people in the upland, the hinterland of Biafra, you can fight for Biafra for 1 million years. You can never get it. It is applicable to those in the south, river Rhine of Biafra. You can fight for Niger Delta land for 1 million years. You cannot get it. The secret remains that the overall population of Biafrans must come together. The upline, the river Rhine must come together. But of course, there are a lot of issues that need to be addressed. And it's unfortunate most of us are shying away from it. My brother, when you are ready, God is waiting for us. That is just the truth. If we are not sincere enough to come out and address such issue, the point is that on daily basis, our position in the Nigerian state is being demeaned. We are being gradually relegated to the background. And sooner than expected, we will become slaves in our ancestral land. Not everybody understands this. That is the true position of things. That is why we came out in the first place. And still borrowing some idea from what our brother Mbadike said. He said, we knew it required a leader, somebody who was to take the lead on behalf of the people. Noble men and women out there were humble enough to choose somebody like Nnamdi Kanu, not because he's a god, not because he's a king. His father is even part of the king that is destroying our land. Because go to Afari Beku, you will see that the government under Ojo Okalo removed the original monarch and instituted Nnamdi Kanu father. In those days, he was telling you the truth. He said when Biafra come, he's going to stop everything monarch because he knows his father is a fake monarch. He is not blue-blooded. Royalty does not run in his vein. Why am I saying it? We trusted him to take this lead. And finally, he betrayed all of us. He sold all of us for money purpose, just for money. And so now you don't got to say it, you got to move on. What is the solution? The solution or our roadmap is to expose every form of evil. That is our roadmap. Address issues most of you are shying away from. This is our roadmap. And we know when it is done, we will get home. That is why we are here. This is the effort we keep making. We understand those of us who are afraid. You don't want more debt. Honestly, we don't want it either. The more we talk about this Biafra, it causes so many problems. It's understandable. And that is why whatever we are doing, we are trying to take caution measurement to ensure that we do not endanger the life of our people. And I always call our people, do not be careless with your life. Very important. Before we look at these issues, 7 of them this morning, that we must not allow to be overruled. Because if we do, most of you are not even yet able to foresee what is waiting for all of us. But meanwhile, what you are seeing on social media now is as shameless and Nnamdi Kanu and his followers are, they are still calling for fundraising. The fundraising they are calling for now, is it for buying ammunition to defend our land? The fundraising they are calling for, is it to buy recharge card and make broadcast? The fundraising they are calling for, is it to pay Barrister Jofo and other Yahoo lawyers saying they are fighting for our freedom? What is the fundraising for? They want to take Nigeria to International Criminal Court, or they want to sue Jubri El Sudani that is a fake? What is the fundraising for? What is it for? It takes few good men for me to be on air, who through their support I can be able to buy enough recharge card to make the broadcast. And even at that, it's not enough. And even if it means I begin to sell my property to make sure that these criminals don't have their way, I will do that. Have we not made enough sacrifice? So it is a shame that some persons around the world are still calling you to raise money for Nnamdi Kanu and his criminal gang. The question should be, it's over 10 years, we start paying monthly due. I have all my receipt intact. It's over 10 years, we start paying for ego idojobodo, ego banko, ego ilonwanye, ego imenka na imenka. Where are all the money? Where are all the money Nenanya is collecting? We want to build hospital. Where are the money? We want to empower our people. Where are the money? We want to do referendum. Where are the money? Defense levy. Where are all the money? You don't ask question. But do not allow this process to be overruled. The whole system is almost messed up. That maybe we should have hidden our faces in shame. But if the shameless people who are selling the next generation are still very proud to come out and lie to you from both sides of their mouth, according to Chimefo, my brother, we will be here. Elekenti Oba. He says, since men of these days have learned how to shoot without missing, it has also learned how to fly without perching. So Pekin will say, Mama no go sleep. He no go sleep. Nnamdi Kanu has committed atrocity to the extent that he is ashamed to own up to his responsibility. And they are doing everything possible to make sure they put all the blame on Simeon Ekpa. Am I telling you Simeon Ekpa is an angel? The day I will look at Simeon Ekpa and have regard for him is the day he come out and tell us the contract he has with Nnamdi Kanu. I was the first person that raised the alarm about Simeon Ekpa. But when I investigated into the issue of Simeon Ekpa, I discovered that it was Nnamdi Kanu that hired Simeon Ekpa. His purpose is to change narrative. And I pulled back and observed them. And soon I discovered that the narrative he was changed is not even about Nigeria. The same time he hired a Yoruba woman who God Jesus visited in the bedroom in America. and all these stout political bandits that call themselves freedom fighters. They are all political bandits. Now they cannot hire them. Some are gone because they are not being paid anymore. Some are still trying to be relevant. Somebody like Ife, because if she doesn't say what will suit or making Nnamdi Kanu and bingos to be happy, they may begin to write against her so that they deport her the same way they deport Ijele, and then her asylum visa document obtained by the blood of our people will no longer be useful. So she has to play by the rule. After all, he who paid the piper detains the tune. They are working hard. They first of all started by pushing it to you. Ebubago is killing Igbo people. It's Ebubago. Simeon idiot was even telling you it's Ebubago. Now they see that it's not possible to blackmail Ebubago. Ebubago has made mistakes, I must tell you. But their mistakes were with genuine intention. In the process of trying to defend our people, the real Igbo people, there may be casualties. And that is the reason we keep telling you, disassociate yourself from Nnamdi Kanu. Ebubago is not jumping up and down. They work with information. Don't forget that more than 80% of Ebubago are people that are taken from, what do you call it? They are taken from among IPOB. The ones who discover that Nnamdi Kanu is just a common criminal. Don't forget about that. And then Ebubago knows the in and out of IPOB. From the day one Ebubago was launched, Nnamdi Kanu didn't have rest. He was jumping everywhere. Ebubago, I will kill you. I will shoot you. Ebubago, you are evil. Ebubago this. Ebubago nka. Ebubago menka. Ebubago merenka. They can't blackmail Ebubago. Because Ebubago is actually defending Igbo people. If not Ebubago, by now, we know what is unknown gunmen. And then it didn't work out. They are still calling Ebubago. So what are they doing now? They're pushing it to Simeon Ekpa. Oh, Simeon Ekpa killed double liar. Oh, Simeon Ekpa killed this one liar. Oh, Simeon Ekpa did that. But Simeon Ekpa is an idiot. How can you take money to betray your own people? Simeon Ekpa, as Igbo man that you are, how can you kill your brother? You collect money to kill your brother. There are things we don't do. There are things we don't do. We don't blackmail people so we become relevant. We don't lie to people so we become useful. No, there are things we don't do. Nobody can approach me today and say, let's fight against our people. It's not possible. Even as obedient as he is, I am calling some of my friends. I say, why you are campaigning for P2B, which I support myself? My brother, don't lose your head. Because most of these people cannot be trusted. Until we see there are people you can trust for, you don't lose your head in the process. Because we still come back from where we started. So Simeon Ekpa collected money. He want to change the narrative. Where is Emeka Gift and all other political bandits who call themselves a media warrior? Where are all of you? No more lies to talk. Come and talk lie. We are waiting for you. Where are they? Simeon Ekpa hired all of them. If Simeon Ekpa, who all of the sudden, after Iriji in Germany, the issue of Ike Kuremado, we began to hear Simeon Ekpa. If Simeon Ekpa is this powerful, are you telling me people like Uchenna Shegu, Dr. Chukwemeka Iruanya, and the rest people are weakling? Are you telling me Diokpa Uchoka from Efo cannot be able to do something and become influential? All of a sudden, you see Simeon Ekpa, you become idiot. You are not asking questions. This is the time we are even supposed to be revealing so many things. But you don't have sense. Most of you rather don't have sense. Oh, Simeon Ekpa, oh, autopilot, oh, hey, autopilot, oh, from autopilot, oh, you are opening enter Biafra. Nnamdi Kanu is communicating you in the radio. Simeon Ekpa is autopiloting you in the enter Biafra. Don't we have sense again? Simeon Ekpa collected the money. Nnamdi Kanu want to make him a scapegoat. He has finished settling his matter with Nigeria. The moment he's able to push all the problem to Simeon Ekpa, and then finally he will come out. He will not say, yes, my good people of Biafra, I want to tell you that a lot has gone wrong, but my apology. It was because of my absence that gave this criminal, this crook, the infantry to do what they are doing. Now we are here to sanitize Biafra land. Onyoshi, that is a criminal. Because that is what he wants to tell you. I could have come out here and tell you, yes, I'm going to also rock, Agami Jebutashi Buhare, Ngemenka, but it's not necessary. So now the Kano don't know where to stand from. Meanwhile, he's looking for the opportunity. And some of you are going to still see me an idiot sooner than expected. But why you are being ratomatized, your brain destroyed, ask yourself this simple question. What is the role of China Sanwo-Olu? Because as the highest serving principal officer of IPOB before it was corrupt, here in Africa, I can tell you those who are committing atrocity in our land. So where is the role of China Sanwo-Olu? I have obstructed China Sanwo-Olu in so many instances, preventing him from burying our people alive, from killing our people alive. I know how many of them they have led to their death. Why can't Barrister Jofo come out and tell us, give us the full detail of those that were killed in his house, supposedly by Nigerian police? Why are they hiding the identity of those people? I'm waiting for Nnamdi Kanu. At the right time, I will publish the picture of all those people. And Barrister Jofo is your holy man. I mean, Wasimi Onekpa know how to hold them in block. He is dragging out Barrister Jofo because he knows Barrister Jofo has a lot of questions to answer. We understand your immunity. We understand what you can do as a lawyer that you are. But it's going to shock you because there are things you people don't know. You are supposed to be a lawyer. Do your job of lawyer and get out Barrister Jofo. You are getting involved in this struggle more than we consume you. You people are leading Igbo you to their death, and you are trying to claim you are a god. Gradually I will be coming out from all of you. All of una will be criminal. Make una they come out on our body, because it's not going to end the way you think it's going to end. One of them called me and said, the God that is saving me is because I'm from the south. Supposing I'm from the southeast, they would have killed me. And I told the person, that is the problem. Today you are crying the people in the south did not come out, and you want to kill them. But I say, Nkemo, my own is different. My case has been settled. Barrister Jofo, remove your hand from blood money. Barrister Jofo, Simeon Ekpa West may not be creditable, but Simeon Ekpa know where he's driving to. Barrister Jofo, you are not the first lawyer of IPOB. We have a better there, Barrister Jofo. You are complicating the life of Igbo people. You are killing your own people. But you are not the issue. By the time we bring out Nnamdi Kanu, it will get to all of you. That is just the main issue there. So when you say, Nnamdi Kanu is eventually able to rob the whole mud inside on this idiot called, what is the name of the idiot? Simeon Ekpa. What role then is China Sanwo-Olu playing? What role then did Benjamin Madubugu play? What role then did Bra Chimezie play? These are the real killer of our people. You don't hear their name. It's just that China Sanwo-Olu need to defend his line and that of Nnamdi Kanu. That is why he come out once in a while and threaten. So they say, oh, it's formidable. But now water don't pass Gary. His threatening is not working. Many unknown gunmen are going to come out. But understand the truth. All the unknown gunmen are not Nnamdi Kanu unknown gunmen. Some unknown gunmen are Nigerian unknown gunmen. Some unknown gunmen are rebel unknown gunmen of Nnamdi Kanu. Some unknown gunmen are Nnamdi Kanu unknown gunmen. Some unknown gunmen are Ibubago unknown gunmen. And then you have Simeon Ekpa unknown gunmen. You have China Sanwo-Olu unknown gunmen. You have Okafor in them unknown gunmen. Rabbi Charles them unknown gunmen. You have Opus Odema unknown gunmen. So many unknown gunmen. There are too many. Benjamin Madubugu. All of them have their unknown gunmen. You see, we have an issue to address. Some unknown gunmen are antidote to some unknown gunmen. And so it's complicated. But who started it all? Nnamdi Kanu, he's a non-God man. He will teach us lesson. I pity for Nnamdi Kanu. That atrocity he committed and think he's going to run away with it, he lied. Nnamdi Kanu ejali wi anyu onyuwali ike. The earlier you understand it, the better. So don't let them distract you. Simeon Ekpa is part of the evil. But Simeon Ekpa is not the brain behind all those atrocities. There are so many of them. But there are people that are bearing the brunt. And this is not why we came out here in the first place. We understand how most of you feel. You are discouraged. You are not happy the way things has turned out to be. It's understandable. You are human. You have the right to feel the way you are feeling. But understand that outside telling our people the truth, we are not going anywhere. IPOB is still shamelessly asking for money. Nena, come and collect a go doji obudu. It's just that I don't know why most of you criminals, you think you will underrate our position here in Biafra land. Nnamdi Kanu even think his Abenokpabe will stop anybody. Even Nnamdi Kanu give you oath in Abenokpabe and you are supporting his atrocity, be rest assured Abenokpabe will kill you. If he gave you Abenokpabe to defend your land and you are defending your land, they are still blackmailing you. My brother, disassociate. My sister, disassociate from them. Because the divine provision have it that when the leaders are dishonorable, the people are removed from under oath to obey them. Nnamdi Kanu is dishonorable. Leave there, don't cover this lie because it's going to be exposed. Lie can travel the world in less than a second. And it takes the truth maybe 1 year to get there. But be rest assured, the truth will get there on time. It doesn't go late. While all this shenanigan is being demonstrated, introduced in our society, there are 7 areas of our life that we cannot allow any process, anybody, any system to overrule. And that is number 1. There is no way we can prosper as far as the 1999 Constitution is concerned. If you are a Biafran, South, South, and Southeast, my brother, forget about those of you who they have given oil well. You know, when some oil well dry up, they give it to some of you or our Amanyana bonds. So you can go and scoop little oil left in those oil well, and then you can still steal some and add, and you're making your money. My brother, that is not prosperity. From the highest Amanyana bond to the lowest Amanyana bond, from Tom Browse, JT Spiff to my brother Jasare Dokobo, to General Tompolo, to Joshua, to Ateke, all of you, just look around your community and tell me you're truly satisfied with the way your people are suffering. Just look at your community and tell me if you can sincerely allow one of your child to live among your village people. If at all everybody is not as rich as you are, does it mean they don't have right to certain level of happiness? We cannot prosper inside this Nigeria. It's not possible as far as that 1999 Constitution is concerned. This atrocity was first discovered by a Ijaw man. Not until I see Ijaw people coming to condemn what Adakaburu did, I will never condemn Ojukwu. And as far as every agitation coming from the riverine of Biafra land is built around what Adakaburu did, what he saw, what he asked for, till tomorrow, the Niger Delta liberation or whatever, everything they are doing is tied to the inspiration drawn from Adakaburu. This is because Adakaburu knew you people cannot prosper inside Nigeria. That was even before the fraudulent 1999 Constitution. Just sit back and find out how many people that are dying. I have a relative that is a doctor. And then we were having discussion one day and he said to me, the way people are dying in the hospital now, I was beginning to wonder. We run scan on them, we diagnose them, we find out what the problem is, then we begin to administer drugs to them. Eventually, they will die. He said, we now have to go directly to some pharmaceutical company and requested for drug. He said, do you know for almost 2 years we have been giving our patient fake drugs? This is poverty. You cannot prosper. That is why you people run to abroad to treat yourself. Will it be a crime if your people have access to good drinking water? Look at Ogoni people. They are not talking because they have Jagaban like Magnus Abbey. But you don't have drinking water. Is it okay? So while you are there thinking life is okay, in 1999 Constitution will not allow you to prosper. You come to the Southeast. I thank God for your genuinity strength to hustle. My brother, you be OGK. Must it be so? Is that how is it supposed to be? Imagine under normal circumstance, with a cool mindset, you have the right platform, the right atmosphere to experience, to display your talent. That industrious gift God gave to you. Imagine the level you will get to. So you hustle from Monday to Monday. You hustle from 12 o'clock to 12 o'clock. You hustle and hustle and hustle and hustle. And you are called OGK. You are happy. All of you just look around you, all the big men. Look at the level of Igbo people suffering. Look at the level of your people suffering. Forget about that God choose to honor our suffer. Are you not supposed to think about a time where we will get to and begin to reason like people like India? India has repositioned herself to such an extent that every 1 hour they pull out 7% of India from poverty. Every single second, India is pulling their youth, their people out of poverty. But what is happening in Nigeria? Most especially our side. Every second, they are dragging millions into poverty. And Buhari will come and tell you how much he gave to governors of the Southeast. After they have collected all the money and published audio money. So they will cause political unrest and begin to fight your politicians. You cannot prosper with the present 1999 Constitution. Number one, don't let anybody overrule this fact. It's not possible. That 1999 Constitution allow your children from this region to score more before they can gain admission. For instance, you are from Biafra land, South, and Southeast. Your children must score like 90 to gain admission to Nigeria University. And those from the West to Duduwa land, their children will score 70 to be in the same class with you. And those from Buhari village, their children can even score as low as 6. They will be in the same class with your children. And when they graduate, your children will not go to who have employment, but theirs will get employment. Don't let anybody overrule this truth. Both those bloggers paid by Nigerian to tell you to blame your politician. My brother, they are under payroll. Now get my point very clear. Our politicians are very wicked. We will address their issue. That is why I support political participation within the Biafran territory. Because it's almost time somebody need to ask them question. With facts and evidence. Address their criminality. Address their hopelessness. Address their stupidity. And so don't think I'm in any way supporting them. Let me digress a little bit. You see, Barisonyo Sowike, if he like, let him steal all the River State money. They can't do him anything. You see, Dr. Peter Odele, if he like, let him sell River State in his tenure. They can't do him anything. You see, Rotimi Chibiko Amechi, if he like, let him tumble River State into 2. They can't do him anything. Why is it that? Because these people are big shark. Do you know why they are big shark? They are the product of the 1999 Constitution. What am I saying? Which court are you going to find a Baristonye Sowike guilty? Which court? You are joking. He's an attorney. The wife is an attorney. Which court will Buhari jail him? And then let's go to Peter Odele. Peter Odele is a doctor, a medical doctor. He's not a lawyer. But you are not aware that Peter Odele's wife is his chief justice. Which constitution are you going to jail Peter Odele? Maybe you begin to get the point now. Chibuike Amechi, most of you don't know. He now have his LLB. He's a lawyer. Which court you want to take and go? Come and judge his case. You will understand why Adolf Hitler was not found guilty anywhere in any court. And the people are opening their eye gradually. Ibori is a criminal. Ibori spent how many years? This is because he's not a lawyer. Uduaga would have suffered. It's because he's not a lawyer. Make him. You will see the power of that 1999 constitution. Don't let anybody overrule this truth. Too. We cannot prosper under 1999 constitution. Prosperity is not being a landlord. Prosperity is not acquiring estate. Prosperity is not your domiciliary account. Prosperity is not the children. How many children you have and the rest of it. Prosperity is more than that. If I try to define it this morning, we will not live here. We look at the second issue. We cannot allow anybody to tell us otherwise that there is no desperate plot to subjugate our people. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Oh, Nigeria is fair to all of us. We are all one Nigeria. Then you are very wicked. If you are from the south, and southeast, you are on the platform, social media, telling the world that oh, Nigeria is fair to all of us. You are wicked. That's the only way I can address you. It doesn't matter the angle you are coming from. My brother, if you are from, for instance, you are from Owerri, drive from Owerri to Gwangwalada, or drive from Owerri to Awuchi. Count how many checking points you will see there. In fact, let's recheck it. Drive from Port Harcourt. Let's assume you are going to Lagos now. Let's take Lagos for example. Drive from Port Harcourt to Benin. And I'm sure that from Port Harcourt to Imo, you have nothing less than 30 checking points. And then from Imo to Anambra, you have close to 15 checking points. Or 20. And then drive from Imo, that is Anambra now, to Delta. You will see up to like 15 checking points. Now you will see the moment you cross Delta to Benin, you will see like another 15 checking points. And then from Benin down to Lagos, you won't see up to 10 checking points. The others are immigration, waiting for Igbo people to rob. And somebody is telling you, no, Igbos are prosperous. Igbo will not get sense. Why are they wicked? Are we going to talk from here to Abuja? Do you know from Abuja, Kano to Kaduna, you will not see up to 2 checking points? A distance which is equivalent from Abuja to Anambra, you will not see even 2 checking points. People are wondering why is Boko Haram growing roots in the north? Because there is no checking point. A very criminal-infested region. Boko Haram, Miati, Allah, Fulani headsmen, all of them, no checking point there. And that is, oh no, it's a lie, it's a propaganda. What would I gain for the propaganda? Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. There are deliberate plots to subjugate us. I come back again to the president of Buhari. And I'm sure he's disappointed at this moment. His paid bloggers are hypering it. Shebi, we told you, hold Hopus or them, he didn't tie road. Yes, hold this one. Hey, hold that one. I see some about people trying to talk down Okowa. I'm not their fan, because all of them are wicked. But then, who is holding Kwankwaso? Some of them tell you they sponsor Boko Haram. Who are holding them? Now, Buhari, thank you for giving such billions and trillions to our governors. Let the war begin from the north. Northern youth, kill your governors, rubbish your governor, fight all your governors. Then when you are done, Yoruba take over. And then when they are done, we will follow them. Don't allow them to create a state of political unrest in our region. All of you will suffer for it later. Most of you don't know. There have been a calculated attempt all these years to take away administrative power from the governors over the local government. And when that is done, you people will see how political irrelevant all of you will become. From the councillor to the chairman, you will think collecting the money direct from federal government will make your office to be alleviated. All of you will be used as instrument of undermining your own region. You will not understand, and I will not go in detail more than that for now. Number 13, we must understand that there are our election process in Nigeria is just a selection process. Election process in Nigeria is just selection. There is no election. They go back, cabas and cabas discuss who will be there. And that is how it's going to be. Once cabas say you will be there, you will understand why Omega was removed and then Wike was brought to office. Amechi was brought back to office. To tell you it is not election. Once cabas are involved, you will understand why Uzodinma is being replaced by, what is the name of this governor of Imo State that they use Hope Uzodinma? Ihedioha. You will understand the game they play there. It is selection, not election. If Peter Obi is going there by selection, we are waiting for the outcome. Peter Obi must understand that our own campaign will start by the time we are able to uncover the whole process. The mindset behind what he is getting involved. If it is to renew Nigerian statute by creating an enabling environment for everybody to be equal in our once supposed dead Nigeria, he will have our support. To make enemy, we are ready to make enemy. But if it's done by selection of the Nigerian state, powered by the same 1999 constitution, and invariably he's just a danger to everything we represent, my brother, be ready. Izu River is in everywhere. The people will know the truth. So election is selection. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. It is only when divine providence overrule. Look at every effort they made to remove good luck. Our people stood for good luck. They couldn't hide it. That is why selection didn't work. As selection didn't work, they frustrated the guy out of office. And I want to believe that the way our people are coming up, selection will not work for Peter Obi. And when selection did not work for Peter Obi, you know the implication of that. They will frustrate him. But whatever the case, all those things will serve as the true process of redefining moment for our people. We look at the number 4. Your education will come to nothing in the absence of connection. You go to school as a Biafran. In fact, those who work for me, all of them are graduates. The ones that are not graduates, they are doing their IT. Come to our region, 90% of Keke Ukada rider, they are all graduates. Why? And then you see one Hausa man, he can't speak English. He's commissioner of interior and all this rubbish. And somebody say, no, it's okay, we are moving, we are progressing because you are a blogger. If I swear for all of you now, it will reach you now, but I will not do that. What is the level of our education? Those of you who manage to go to school, you run out of Nigeria. Are you not doing well wherever you are? If you are not a politician, come back and look at your mate you graduated from with the same university. You see how miserable their life are. Doctors are crying for salary. Teachers are crying for salary. Everybody are crying for. That is those who have job. We are still struggling to pay school fees for university students. But the most miserable thing there is that we are not sending our children to school now to gain employment. We are sending them to school. Let them just answer the name that they are graduate. Thank God for that determination. Thank God for that spirit of how do I put it? understand that the truth is a very scarce commodity in the empire of lie. Understand, to get the truth in a Nigerian state, this empire of lie is very hard. Whatever anybody is telling you, pay attention. Majority of them are lies. Within Nnamdi Kanu sit on Radio Biafra here, a whole Nnamdi Kanu who is answerable only to the people. A whole Nnamdi Kanu who millions of us are ready to die to defend him. A whole Nnamdi Kanu who we have said his problem is our problem. His strength is our strength. His weakness is our weakness. He will still stand on top of Radio Biafra and lie. Anyana atoase. Chinekenke nigwe kere poromeri hiani. Chinekenke kere poromeri hiani. Still lie. For Mazemefo to tell you that you have no idea. But this time, let us see how it is. Nigeria is the empire of lie. Don't expect truth. If Nnamdi Kanu being funded by ordinary common Okada riders, if Nnamdi Kanu being sponsored by both poor and rich Biafrans, both Niger Delta and Niger Delta Biafrans, Nnamdi Kanu being sponsored, when some people are talking, I'll be looking at them. The day you people will know how many billions of dollars that your supposed Niger Delta gave to Nnamdi Kanu, most of you will be shocked. But they don't talk pra. When they notice Nnamdi Kanu is a criminal, all of them moved back. Should I begin to mention name? I know they will not like it. Should I begin to mention name of people who have had closed door meeting with Nnamdi Kanu? How many millions they gave to him? Wait, they call Onyoshi transmitter. Thunder will go fire most of them and are never ready for a useless set of people. You that don't know anything, you are in America, you are in Europe, you are in Saudi Arabia, you are saying Niger Delta are not coming out. They send their representative to Nnamdi Kanu. Ask Nnamdi Kanu, where are the money? They are waiting for Nnamdi Kanu. In one of my broadcasts, I told you people, I have had meeting with all the governors in the South and all the governors in the Southeast. I know the outcome of those meetings. Ask Nnamdi Kanu, where are the money they gave to him? One of them we heard somewhere. If you see what they said, if you see the analysis, if you see the process, if those systems were followed, we will not be here today. Nnamdi Kanu is just a common criminal, armed robber, political bandit. He's not just trying to hijack the people's life. He wants to hijack Nigeria now. Common criminal. I hope Facebook has not cut me off. Of course, if they cut me off, I still continue. Common criminal. Just look at it. He lie. And then if Nnamdi Kanu can lie to that extent, you are blaming Peter Obi, or you are blaming Ubus Odema, or you are going to blame people who need to lie to sustain the lie empire. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. And then number 6, the two choices we have before us now should be referred to as the devil alternative, whether Nnamdi Kanu or Peter Obi. Now we have two choices before us. These two choices should be considered as the devil's alternative. Whether Peter Obi become president of Nigeria, devil's alternative. Whether Nnamdi Kanu finally give us Biafra, devil's alternative. Don't shield your sword. Don't lay down your guard. That is just the beginning of the end. And that is not the end. And Jesus says to his disciple, when you hear rumors of kingdom rising against kingdom, daughter against mother, father against son, nation against nation, you will hear rumors of war and war all around you. He said, don't panic. That is not the end. The end will not come. But these are signs of the beginning of the end. So when you hear obedient, vote Igbo presidency, do not panic. That is the beginning of the end. That is not the end. When you still hear Nnamdi Kanu Mugu, still on radio, Biafra, we will give us Biafra. We will not vote if they don't release Nnamdi Kanu. If you don't release Nnamdi Kanu, cannot vote. We will destroy Nigeria. Now lie, that is not the ending. It's the beginning of the ending. Everything they are doing now is leading us to the true defining moment. That will be what will empower the people to do the right thing. It's almost upon us. Forget about the Kanu ginger. Where is unknown gunmen now? Unknown gunmen, we command Biafra now, we command you. I know they challenge you now, I know they try you now. If you be idiot, you be IPOB member, you be unknown gunmen, you be anything, they work for now, they can. If you be idiot, just come around where I did. Waiting I go do now, I need something to give me the mind to do you that thing, so that we learn from you. Because you be idiot. You know if you wake me for sleep. Nah, I hope Biafra land you say you go subdue. And I don't get sense. So this is one truth you should know. Don't let them overrule. Every day I pray for Peter Obi to emerge as the next president of Nigeria, which I know is supposed to be by the grace of God, if all things being equal. But I'm also praying for God to give me the power so that when Peter Obi come and begin to work for Nigeria, the same evil way that is leading to Biafra agitation, the same atrocity that is leading to resource control, the Bill of Rights, restructuring, reviewing of the Nigerian Constitution, he begin to maintain and service such instrument of subjugation. I'm praying God to give me the power to name Boyke. Boyke huma. Makaneja buki mofu nyampiamane. And then some are telling you, the Kanu is going to give us Biafra. You don't have sense. By now, you cannot see now the Kanu is not fighting for Biafra. Then you say, okay, tell us now, how do we get Biafra? Tell us your roadmap. My roadmap is to expose Nnamdi Kanu because it's only the truth that can give us Biafra. Only the truth. Nnamdi Kanu knows this. Anyana atoase. The truth was not being defended because the truth does not need defense. You just say it and let it go. And then Nnamdi Kanu took advantage of it and he betrayed the truth. Now the truth has abandoned him. Let him come and lie now. The only lie now I have is if he's not going, Ebubago is killing our people, let Igbo land be calm. Ebubago is doing this one, and if he's not telling that, they will not tell you it is Simi Onipa killing our people. Simi Onipa is killing our people. All they are cheap, small prostitutes in the name of media warrior. And then now Ebubago is there this one, Simi Onipa is there this one. What is China Sanwo-Olu rule? Sometimes I begin to wonder, who exactly are we deceiving? Who exactly are we lying to? Our people? Or we are lying to Nigeria? Who? What exactly? What exactly? What is our aim? What is our target? And of course, the last one. The only way out of this misery and the emancipation of our people is for all of us to rise up and speak with one voice. This is the truth. If anybody tell you Peter Obi alone, for instance, as the president of Nigeria, can solve the problem, the person lie. If they tell you that Pope prophesy, or your men of God prophesy, or your DBA, or all those your small shrine prophesy, they lie. Unity is the only hope. Not the unity sponsored by Nnamdi Kanu. I don't blame all of you anyway. Because one of my problems is, I have said it before, I have the gift of discernment. This is not something to brag with, because it carries a lot of costs. Your ability to see the end of every matter before they begin, he makes you enemy to everybody. And out of curiosity, I begin to know things I do not have right to know. And now I am forbidden from reacting. But somewhere along the line, I present it in such a way I can be able to present it. It's just that at the right time, people will say, you should have said it, but you will not believe. I want to believe I'm the first person to come out openly and challenge Nnamdi Kanu. And some of you thought it's evil. Nnamdi Kanu has not even started. Even a more powerful, his younger brother, all of them will challenge him. Because the evil he has committed will rip all of them apart. What am I trying to tell you in effect here? They are sponsoring people. They are uniting Igbo people. Let me bring your mind back again. Because most of you are fallen already. Now they can't want to come out as a leader of Idu Kingdom. He want to come out as a leader of Igbo nation. He want to come out as a leader of Ondi Biafra. He want to come out as leader of Ondi Aran and Yoshi. So the fundraising they are calling for is either the money is going to Simeon Ekpa, it is going to Nelly Ada Highway Group of Company, or it is going to Nnamen. All of them are the same people. Or Chike Doziem. One way or the other, you are funding this criminality. But the point is that all these people I have called for you, they are dead on arrival. They are not going anywhere. Nnamen, you and Nnamdi Kanu, you will unite the whole Igbo. But not Igbo in the south, because we are waiting for you already. Most especially Anyoma. We are the people that don't joke with our Igbo identity. But Nnamen, you and Nnamdi Kanu unity. We are waiting for you, criminals. Because you go there and say what will make a common Igbo man to be happy. Yes, there is a welcome development in the Atoro everywhere. You talk one person down to unite Igbo people. My brother, don't let them deceive you. It is the same criminal. Nnamen, isini wonya abo. Ya jwane ya juju, ya jwane di ya juju ya nwiri me. Wewe ye koboli itoro, wewe ye pini le shishi. Iwe be la rahime ire meme ni re unite in Igbo. Ya mani ebi no bia. Ifere eme kani ya mani. Ire joji neje. Maka no gan eji bo ike. Ogu fere keji fewe kan hu ike okoko. Oga we si ahụ na ndị agbo n'ekwu eme. You are uniting Igbo people. When you get there, say, Ikwere said they are not Igbo. But Ikwere is Chukuma. What made them to say they are not Igbo? Una laugh over that. Una be idiot. Una no get sense. The reunification is go and find out what started this problem in the first place. I see one platform called Igbo History. That one is still doing a good job, but somehow complicated. There are issues regarding a people. Don't say it as if you know it. Say it as if this is based on information at your disposal. Who can come out and tell me the history of the Ekumeku warriors? Where are the descendants of Ekumeku warriors? Ndi Igbo, Ekumeku warriors are not Yoruba. Where are the descendants of Ekumeku warriors? Where are they? Most of your noble today betrayed the descendant of Ekumeku. It's just like the same way Nnamdi Kanu did. It's just like the same thing Raphael Wazirike did. All the volunteers of Wazirike, about 70 to 80% of them were betrayed. Only God knows where they are today. More than 80% of or 90% of genuine volunteers under Nnamdi Kanu, majority of them were betrayed. You may not hear about them again. Go and ask Asare Dokobo. Go and ask late Don Juan. Go and ask anybody leading the people. You see the descendant of those your leader you will betray. If you know the problem they are going to cause for the society in your absence, you will not betray them. So the division of Igbo nation did not start because one person hate one person betray one. One person said this, Nigerian play politics. Nigeria didn't play any politics. If you are able to tell Igbo nation what happened to the descendant of Ekumeku family, then I will tell you why Igbo nation is ripping itself apart. If we have kept quiet and pretend to be gentlemen and ignore Nnamdi Kanu's stupidity, criminality, we will be here. You will be writing rubbish about us. He's a criminal. He's a expert. Onyoshi transmitter. It look as if that is the truth. But I leave you and the God that made the Igbo land, the God of the Biafran, to judge between me and you. If you and Nnamdi Kanu took the oath you gave to me to defend Biafra land, everything you have said about me, let it add blessing, favor on your life. From your mouth, let God declare judgment. You know, go out, you could thunder, they fire you, they give me mouth. Now the Kanu no take oath, say no go betray us. It's still they pay now to talk to me, thunder, fire all of honor. Idiots everywhere. From your mouth, God will declare judgment. Am I not fair enough? So he say God will punish you. This one will do you. My brother, you are cursing yourself. Oh. Arochukwu Ebinu Kpabu is standing between me and Nnamdi Kanu already. You people stop deceiving yourself. Stop deceiving yourself. So when we say the unification is opening a transparent platform. A man came a pota ikue. Is that not what Nnamdi Kanu said to us? Now we are saying if you me or now bazi seka seka. Okwe man egbacha seka seka uche chukwu game. Egbacha leka seka seka uche chukwu game. Very unfortunate. So the earlier we begin to review, look for how to solve this problem, unite our people, the better. Not political unification, not ratomatized unification, not chop and chop or shobe unification. No, it has to go through the right process. You want to be respected, then respect the next person. Is that not fair enough? And now, all these things you are seeing, the imperialists know, Nigeria know, the day we stand up and speak with one voice, that is the end of the whole shenanigan, the whole lies in one Nigeria. Something happened during the election boycotts. Privileged information came to me that night when Nnamdi Kanu was negotiating the seal delivered and documented. Idiot, you have not asked Nnamdi Kanu what he see, deliver and documented. Though. I was lodged in a hotel in Asaba, no, in Anambra. And the person called me and said, leave that hotel room. There is a serious meeting going on this night. And don't let them get to you. Leave that hotel room. I said, but it's almost late. He said, I say, leave that hotel room. Better to be late than delayed. And I left that night. I was with my sister, late Chimubi Ukafo. We chatted Keke na Pepe. From that hotel down to Onitsha Head Bridge. From Onitsha Head Bridge, we crossed River Niger, entered Asaba. It was Asaba. We slept that night in another hotel. Only God knows what happened in that hotel that night, but it's not an issue to be discussed. And when I was able to secure another hotel, and I called the person, yes, we are in a safe place now. He said, see, what you people have done is causing tension in Nigeria. He said, as I'm speaking to you, the North have moved into a closed door meeting. They did not allow any of us to come in. And what they want to discuss is the unification about your region. The way you people were able to come together to reach this level. He said, but the outcome of the meeting is simple. If they cannot stop this process, they will continue to loot Nigeria until you eventually have your way. So the only option left is to loot Nigeria and put Nigeria into such a poverty that when Nigeria is divided, you people may spend many years to be paying debt. Meanwhile, they will use the resources stolen to skyrocket the development and progress of their nation. That is how powerful unification can be. Where are the Wakreke people? Where are the Ogoni people? Where are the Urobo, the Shekiri? Where are all of them that were very happy that yes, finally we've been able to get? Where are all of them? And then Bright Chimezie fly to Josephine Erewa. Start lying to Josephine Erewa. Josephine Erewa, of course, sometimes I don't blame her at her age. It is to be expected. But one thing Bright Chimezie does not know is that all the conversation you have with Josephine Erewa, the witches of Massachusetts, she record people. And I know, and I don't condemn you if you do that. So everything Bright Chimezie told Josephine Erewa, I have all the audio. That is why I'm waiting for Nnamdi Kanu. I will first of all tear all his defense recruits before him. I will shred all his defense. See how useless those people are. Before I will arrest, I will attend to him. Useless animal. But Bright Chimezie don't know. When Bright Chimezie was on social media telling you, George Onibe says he's going to kill my children. George Onibe, but they didn't tell you. Nnamdi Kanu didn't tell you what they did to my son. Until I threatened them about my son. Now the Kanu didn't tell you what they did to my first son. Thunder will go fire and I never want to talk to now. But we are here, idiot. And then most of you Mugu carried bright Chimeze children to Canada. So our own children is to kill. And the killers of our people, you are sending their children to abroad. Shame on all of you. But you people don't know what you are getting involved in. They started gossiping. Where is the gossip now? Imagine Josephine Erewa was properly managed. Imagine the length that woman is supposed to go. Where are all those Ogoni broadcasters? Where are the Andoni broadcasters? Where are the Efiki Bibio broadcasters? Look at this, my brother Ansoro, who stood his ground to defend the truth. When I threaten him inside social media 2 times, the boy just enter church, go back. On a be idiot. Now the Kanu they there, they robbing people. He say they fight for freedom. So you are left between the devil and the two options. Just go back and think, how do we get our people together? Even the constitutional review, it will not gain ground until first of all, we do circumcision for our people. And all of them are still part of this unification process. I will stop there at this moment. If you are able to comprehend the message, fine and good. If you are not, with time you will understand. Those who have ear, let them hear. Those who don't have ear, benedictions do us in Sakula. I still remain George Onyibe, and I sign off from here temporarily. Ndewonu.